Hi besties, welcome to Cardi's Alloy. Thank you for subscribing. If you are new here, in the right place to be. Please click on the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up and comment below. In today's class, I'll be taking you through how to draft a shawl collar. So I'm going to start by drafting the back pattern, then I'm going to move to the front pattern. So this is me. So this is me dividing my pattern into two. So I want to start with the back pattern or the back body. So I'm going to draft a basic body, but before then I'm going to start by leaving. Remember, this is going to be the back piece. So I'm going to indicate it with B. This is the back piece. Then I'm going to leave 0.5 inch for zip allowance or zipper allowance. 0.5 inch for zipper allowance. So I'm starting with the back piece. So this is a short neckline and I'm starting with the back piece. So there's going to be a zipper at the back piece. This is me connecting my line to indicate the zipper. Okay, so after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do is to place my tape on the tip of my pattern like this and measure out 1.5 inch. Like I said, measure out 1.5 inch on the upper part of your pattern or your fabric. So I'm measuring 1.5 inch, measuring 1.5 inch throughout. So I'm taking 1.5 inch throughout. Then after that, I'm going to connect my lines. All the dots I have noted, I'm going to connect it together. This is to indicate where to start. So this is my 1.5 inch I took. So after that, I'm going to move to draft the simple basic bodice. So the first thing I'm going to do is to take out my shoulder to shoulder measurement. Remember, I'm going to start on this line because this part is where I'm going to use for my zip allowance. So the back measurement, the shoulder to shoulder measurement is 15. That will be 7.5. That is 15 divided by 2. That's 7.5. So I've omitted my 7.5 like this. And remember, for the chest line, I'm going to take the same 7.5 for the chest line. But before then, remember, I'm going to take 1 hinge. I'm going to take 1 hinge for my shoulder slant. So the 1 hinge plus the 7.5, I'm going to take, that will be 8.5. So I'm going to mark 8.5 like this. So I'm going to maintain the same 7.5 I took up there. I'm going to ensure I take it again. Okay. So I'm going to bring the lines together. Okay, this is 8.5. This is as if you are drafting your simple basic bodice. So after that, I'm going to measure out my neckline. So for this shawl line, for this shawl neckline, my shawl neckline is going to be a bit wide, so I'm going to choke on the neck. So instead of me using the normal standard of 3 inches or 3.5 inches, I'll be using 4 inches for my neckline. Like I said, this shawl neckline is going to be a bit wide, so I don't want it to choke the neck. So instead of the standard 3 inches or 3.5, I'll be making use of 4 inches. So for the neck width, I'm going to take 4 inches. So for the neck depth, I'll take 3 inches. I won't be needing it, but I'll just take it. The only thing I'll be needing for the shawl neckline is the neck width. So I can just decide to use any value for my neck depth. So I'll maintain the same 4 inches I took at the neck width. I'll make sure I maintain it on this 1.5 inch I took also. So I'm going to ensure this is on the right, because this is 4 inches. So as you can see, this is the neckline. So I'm going to draft, going to connect and draft the neckline like so. So I won't be needing it, I just want to indicate it. So let me continue to draft the remaining parts of the pattern. So I'll start by drafting the bust part. The bust is 36 divided by 4, that's 9 inches. Remember, I'm starting on this line because of the 0.5 inch I took for my zipper allowance. So 36 divided by 4, that's 9 inches. So I'll be adding extra 1.5 inch or extra 1.5 inch for ease. So this is my 9 inch, then I'm going to add extra 1.5, that will be 10.5 inch. Then I'll add extra 2 inches for seam allowance. So this is my new line. So forgot to take the length of the pattern I'm working with. The half length of the pattern I'm working with is 15 inches. Then I'm going to add 1 extra inch for seam allowance. That will make it 16. So 16. So 16 is the half length. So remember, we are going to take our shoulder slope. So to take our shoulder slope, I'm going to place my tape here and take out 1 inch. Remember, I already added the 1 inch to my shoulder measurement. So from there, I'm going to connect it to the neckline, like so. As you can see. So after doing that, remember this is our 4 inches. This is the 4 inches I took on the 1.5 I measured. Then on this line, I'm going to go in by 0.5. That is half an inch, like this. So after going in by half an inch, from this line, I'm going to connect it to the half an inch I took. So it's going to give the shawl neckline a slant shape. Instead of it to be straight, it's going to be slant. So you can see, so this is my new line for the neck. So I took on the actual line, I took 0.5 in. Then this is my new neckline. So the next thing I'm going to do is to shape out my armhole. And this is how I go about it. I use my pattern master to draft it out. Remember, we are working with this. As for the waistline, let me take the waist measurement. As for the waist measurement is 33. It's 33 divided by 4. So that was 8.25 plus 1.5 inch extra. That's 9.75. Then plus 2 inches for the seam allowance, that will be 11.75. So I'm going to take 11 in 7.75. So this is my 11.75. Then I'm going to connect it like so. As you can see. Okay, so in this particular pattern I'm not taking out the darts because pattern I'm drafting doesn't require a dart, so I won't be taking any darts. This is my shawl neckline for the back. Remember I said this is the back. I'm going to draft the front. So the next thing for me to do is to cut out the pattern. So I'll start by cutting the sides. Like I won't be needing this part, just a demarcation to know where to work with. Remember this is the back piece and this is the zip allowance. So I'm going to cut this pattern into two. Before I cut it, let me move on to draft the front piece. Let's move on to draft our front pattern. So this is the back pattern. Then I'm going to move ahead to draft the front pattern. So I'm going to do the same thing I did to the back pattern. I'm going to remember there won't be any zipper allowance, so I'm going to start with the center. This will be my center front. So the first thing I'm going to do is to take out the 1.5 inch I took on the back piece. So I'm going to take 1.5 inch on top of the pattern, 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, so after taking the 1.5 inch, I'm going to connect it. Okay, so this is the 1.5 inch I took. And after taking that, I'm going to take out my shoulder measurement. I'm going to start on the tip like this. Then I'm going to take 7.5 inches. 16 is my shoulder measurement divided by 2, the 7.5. Then I'm going to take 8.5 down here. The same 7.5 I took as the shoulder measurement, I'm going to take it for my armhole. Then I'm going to add 1 inch extra for the shoulder slant or shoulder slope, so that will be 8.5. So basically I'm doing the same thing I did for the front, for the back neckline to the front neckline. The only difference is the shape of the neck. If you look at the picture on the screen, if you look at the front pattern, you can see the front pattern is different from the back. The front pattern has this UV shape. The reason why I had to draft it separately. So I continue to draft my basic bodies just like that. Then I'll take my neckline, that is the neck width. Remember I took 4 inches for my neck width on the back piece. I'm going to do the same thing, and for the neck depth, like I said, you can try to take 4 inches or 3 inches or 3.5. So the neck depth is needed to draft the shape of the front neckline. So this value is not constant, it's just to act as a guide on how to shape out the front neckline. So this is not constant. On the 1.5 inch I took, I'm going to take the same 4 inches I took for my neck width. So I'm going to connect it up. So as for the shoulder slope, remember the shoulder slope is 1 inch. I'm going to take 1 inch. So I'm going to connect the 1 inch I took for the shoulder slope to the neckline. Okay. So after that, I'm going to take out my bust measurement. I'll take the same thing I took for the back. So I'm going to measure the back to check what I took, 12.5 here and 11.75 on the waist line. Okay. So I'm going to take the half length. The half length is 15. Like I said, I had extra 1 inch for the seam. That will make it 16. As for the bust measurement, I took 12.5 on the back piece, so I'm going to take 12.5 on the front, and as for the waist, I'll take 11.75. Then I want to draft the armhole line. So this is my armhole line. So let's move back to the neckline. So on the neckline, I'm going to go in by 0.5 like I did for the back. You can see. So this is to give the neck a shape. You can see this is a new line for the neck. So I'm going to be drafting the neck. So if you look at the picture on the screen, you can see the shape of the neck. So I'm going to be drafting the shape like this. So the first thing I'm going to do is to take the depth of my neck. So as for the depth of the neck, I'll be using 7 inches for the depth of the neck. Let's see. Here I'm going to place my tape and indicate 2 inches, or let me say 2/4 inch, like this. Then after that, after indicating the 2 inches or 2/4 inch, so according to the shape of the neck, I'm going to place my ruler to draft the neck like this. Okay. Then after that, I'm going to place my ruler like so and connect the neckline just like this. As you can see, this is the shape of the neck line. So I want to check because I don't want it to be too wide. I'm going to rotate the neck because I don't want it to be too wide, so I want to rotate the neck. Okay, so this will be my new neckline. The next thing I'm going to do is to cut out my pattern. So the reason why I reshaped the neckline is because I don't want it to be too wide. As you can see, this is the new shape for the neckline. You can see it's not too wide and it is not too narrow. So you can see the shape. And also you can see the shape of the back. So this is how it's going to be. You can see. And you can also see. By the time I fold it in with 0.5 inch, the height, the height of the collar is going to reduce a bit. By the time I fold it in with 0.5 inch, so you can see this is how the shawl neckline is going to be. So thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up and comment below. So see you in my next class. Bye.